Alright, how's everybody doing? I've got a short pickups video for you today, and I also got a package from a fellow YouTuber. Before we get started, I want to say hi to my buddy Wayne over on Facebook. Wayne's a good friend of mine. We talk about a lot of RPGs and stuff. He's got really good taste in games. He's actually introduced me to a few titles that I don't have yet, but I'm really interested in. And we're actually working on a trade right now, so that'll be coming in the future. But anyways, hi Wayne. Alright, so on to the pickups. Got 3 DVDs this time, which is kind of weird for me. First one is one of my favorite comedies of all time, and that's Office Space. Just an incredibly funny movie. I really love the characters in this, especially Lumbergh. He just cracks me up, and Michael Bolton, he cracks me up as well. And you know, it's just a great cast, great characters, really funny. And this is the special edition with Flair. So those who've seen the movie know what that's all about. So there's that one. Next, I got CSI Season 1. I'm a really big fan of the show. All of them up until the Ted Danson era. I don't know if it's just because Ted Danson's in it, or if, you know, the writing isn't as good, but I don't really like those. But all the ones before that are great, and I actually got this when I was on vacation about a month ago, and I pretty much watched most of it then, and yeah, good stuff. Next up, I was hoping to get an Attitude Era pay-per-view on DVD. The store I went to didn't have any of those, but they did have something really cool, and that was this. It's WWE Greatest Stars of the 90s. Got a lot of cool people in it. As you can tell, it's got, you know, 4 great ones right there. Also I have, you know, Kevin Nash and Razor Ramon, Sting, you know, all sorts of stuff on here. There's like little bits about each wrestler, and then, you know, of course there's like 16 classic matches on here too. Yeah, 16. So that is really cool. And after I bought that, I kind of, you know, wanted more stuff from that era, so I ended up getting the WWE Network. And I'm not really a fan of digital content or streaming too much, but, you know, for $10, getting all the classic WWE and WCW pay-per-views, along with, you know, like episodes of Raw and SmackDown, it's just a great deal. And my only beef with it right now is I want to watch, like, you know, all the Raws and like the WW or WCW Nitro from, you know, the whole Attitude Era, and they don't have them all uploaded yet. I'm assuming they will eventually. As it stands right now, like for Raw, they have like all of 93 and 94, and then like half of 95, and then after that it's like really spotty for the next, you know, for every year up until the present. But hopefully they get that rectified soon. Now, onto the games. So, I went to the local retro shop right down the road from me, and I was hoping to get another 32X game to test on 32X up there. I don't know if you can see that. They actually didn't have anything, and I know every other time I went they've had something, which was kind of unfortunate. They didn't have any Saturn games, so that was kind of a bummer. But they did have one game in the case that I knew I had to get right away, and that is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And I know some of you guys are looking at the screen right here and you're cringing. You're like, oh my god, it's greatest hits. Me personally, I don't care, you know. 99% of the time, it's the exact same game. It's just, you know, that ugly green stripe is there. A funny story about this, though, is when I first got my PlayStation back in, I'm going to say, early 98, one of the first gaming magazines I saw, you know, had a little piece about this game in it, and I didn't know at the time that there was a Castlevania game for it. So went to the store, picked up the game for $40-50, whatever games went for back then. A week later, I went back to that same store for something else, and I see that they have this version out for $20. And I was super pissed about it because, you know, I just spent like 40-50 bucks and now it's sitting on the shelf for 20. But yeah, I've already played through this since I bought it, you know, a few weeks ago. I'm working on luck mode right now, trying to get, you know, just messing around with different weapons and stuff and having a great time with it. So there's that one. And then I got a package from Cracklotus, and hopefully nothing shows on that. I've already opened it. I haven't looked inside yet, but he sent me this out of the kindness of his heart. You know, he didn't ask for anything in return, although I'll probably send him something in the future. And it is Xenosaga 2. And funny thing about this is I actually don't like this game. But the Xeno games are my favorite RPG series. Actually, it's not that I hate everything about this game. Like, I hate that they changed everything, and like, you know, there's twice as many discs but half as much content as the first game, and you know, battles take twice as long as they need to, and really this is like a 15-hour game that's kind of wrapped up in a 25-hour game shell, I should say. But you know, with all the negatives, the story is just so excellent and the characters are just so well done, you know, that it makes up for it. And you know, I actually did a video on this, one of my first reviews I did actually on this, and I basically just rant for 20 minutes about how much this game sucks. And it's actually my, I won't say most popular, but my most viewed video right now. It's actually gotten quite a few thumbs down lately. But yeah, now that I have this, I may actually think about doing you know, a better review on it. I should have my save file left over from it, so yeah, that's really cool though, and excellent too, because this brings me one step closer to completing my Xeno collection. I just need Xenosaga 1 and then Xenogears, and I have 3 back there from got that from gameremporium. So I am really happy to have this, and even though, like I said, I don't really like this game, I probably will play it again because the story is really good. And oh, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but if I ever mention like a YouTuber's name in a video, you know, I may not necessarily say, you know, links down below, but there'll be links down below. So if you ever hear me name drop a YouTuber, you know, check down below and you can check out their channel. But yeah, anyways, thank you very much to Cracklotus for the game. Of course, link down below, check out his channel. Yeah, and that'll do it. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Stay awesome.